So how do you call this area of the court that is a little bit in front of the defensive area, but a little bit too far from the offensive area? Don't call it no man's land, don't be silly. It's actually transition area, and there are many transition areas that you need to develop. Today we're doing an exercise, simple, just because many times, you know, we use these shots in the game many times, and I wonder, how many times do you practice this? Normally the answer is no, I don't practice that shot. Well, you need to practice every shot. It's the same as the drop shot. You know, you want to hit a drop shot in a game, but then you never practice it. So every shot needs to be practiced. So right now this exercise is transition volley to transition volley. What is the key? What are you focusing on? That for a transition volley, you need to use your body. You need to step. The only difference now is that you are not going to actually transition, because normally after my shot, I could be in this new position. But now I'm just going to do the motion. Yeah? And the idea is to be consistent, play a nice ball, not super aggressive, but still at a good pace. A variation of this transition volley exercise will be to do it cross-court, forehand, backhand, yeah. It's the same thing. I mean, to me, the main thing is that you remember that the technique for a transition volley is always first your upper body, then you gotta time the biggest step. Upper body, then you time the biggest step. Yeah, for example, something you don't wanna do is step in and then hit it. Well, you are not transitioning at all if you do that. So practice that rhythm. Let's see. Again, another very simple exercise, as in the setup of the exercise is simple. Then doing it, not so simple, also is a leg burner. I mean, it's crazy how much effort it takes to transition, but then go back to the transition area. Remember that in a real game, you will do the same, but you will transition to the next area, and then boom, transition. Yeah, so that's why this footwork is important, so you can get in better positions without the need of running. Yeah, hopefully you don't play running, because if that's what you do, you are playing the wrong sport. Maybe you need to go to the New York Marathon or something like that. So, one third variation, if you are doing this good and you are feeling that, you know, this is getting quite effective, and, you know, there are millions of variations I can give you, but right now I'm going to give you one that is also very realistic in the game. So I'm going to do 2 transition volleys, and then on the third one he's going to find the gap in the middle. So I will use the glass to recover. And that's one of the beauties of this sport. Because of the glass, the point can always be continued, or, you know, a ball can always be rescued because of the use of the back glass. So this is one of the beauties of this amazing sport. So let's see. 1, 2, and I go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, if I can do this, for sure you can do this. So work on it. Like I said, I have said it in every video, I think. The most difficult thing is to understand the control, the length, and the pace of your shots. So this is why, even though the exercise looks simple, you have to still focus a lot and, you know, make it challenging for you by don't use more than 3 balls. You should manage a full training, good training, tough training session with 3 balls. Yeah, when you are doing rallying. Don't bring a fucking basket with 200 balls, because then you suck. Then you don't know how to rally. So then you need to do a lot of baskets, or we call it confidence booster, until you are able to rally properly. But remember, our main goal is as soon as we can do rallying, which is the closest thing to a game, we do it. So leave the basket at home as you improve. Bye-bye. ¡Oh! Qué bueno, tío. Un poco más, ¿eh?